friends, welcome back to Laura B Gardening. So I'm doing a recap of what I did this week in my garden. And first I'm going to show you the young birch tree that I just transplanted into this new bigger pot. So about a week ago, my husband and I decided it was time, because we could see that it started to kind of bud out with its new leaves, that it was time to transport it to this new big pot. If you recall that I had a smaller, kind of a shorter black pot, and many wonderful viewers gave me different ideas of how to transplant it, because I was kind of really fearing, and that's why it took so long to transplant it. Let me tell you, it was, we sweated like, I think we got all our cardio that day. We I actually noticed that it started cracking. The pot started cracking from the bottom, from the other side. And once I kind of tipped it over, I was able to see how much damage the pot had. And so I actually went to go take a mallet and started just pounding off that pot, which many of you viewers actually told me, like, you're going to need to break the pot. I didn't want to break the pot because I really wanted to save it for other plants. But at this point, there was no more saving because the pot was already damaged and the tree was begging to get out of that pot. So I had a field day breaking that pot. It took us about 2.5 hours to transplant this tree. It was so heavy. I had to take, my husband and I had to take all the kind of the dirt. It was very root bound, so we kind of loosened all the dirt and all the roots. So as much as we could, because we had to, I'm going to put my coffee down so I could kind of show you. We had to bring the tree with all its root balls all the way up here. So we're thinking it was about 150, 200 pounds. So we went from down here up into the pot. It was a adventure to get it in there. We huffed and puffed, but we got it in there. Put all new soil. Really just kind of teased her roots to let her know that she's in a new home. And 2 days later, she did this. She just went, "Wow, I'm here. I'm happy," and she is loving her new home. And we're loving to see all the new growth, or all her new leafing out of her beautiful branches. So that was one thing I did, and it was so dirty and it was so hard, but we finally did it. I lost the pot, but it's all good. So let me show you the other things that I've been up to this week. If you guys recall, back in the end of February, I totally forgot to take out my corms and plant them during the fall. So I did it, I want to say February 26th. And that's, what is it, about 2.5 weeks, I think, give or take. You guys are coming out. Look at that. So I put little pebbles so I would see where I planted them, and they're all starting to come out. Oh, look, Jade. Look, there's another one. They're all coming out. So I am so excited. I cannot wait to see. So they're supposed to be lining up this whole pathway here to the healing garden. And same here on this side. So I see that there is some that already, they push through the ground. So they are coming. Wait, hold on. We're showing our friends here. So you see that? We're so excited. And the baby foxgloves, those are coming out too. So they're really happy. But I cannot wait to just have that alleyway of ranunculus. So that was a good discovery, and I was really happy because I didn't think I was going to have any kind of succession, or not succession, excuse me, successful corms that would come out, because I planted so late in the season. And then I also I trimmed all our boxwoods. It was kind of more of a rough trim because I still needed to kind of like come in here and come with shears and tidy it up a little bit more, but I just got a little too busy. But I was able to do these on this side as you're coming down to the bistro area, and the ones on the other side, the ones that come all the way along the brick planter. This one was a little hard because it's between the plants, and so I wanted to make sure that I didn't cut anybody, but overall I think I did a pretty good job. So I did that. That's something I did this week. Anything that needed a little haircut, little trimming, I just came through there. And then I added another addition to my hellebores. So now I am obsessed with hellebores because this is the season of hellebore. Let me see, where is the new one? It is, oh, it's this one right here. This is a new one that I just got. So she starts white and then turns into this beautiful ivory, and then of course that beautiful chartreuse color. So this is going to be like my hellebore alley right here, because I have all these beauties here. I have the one that's more of an elongated petal and just a single petals. And then the buttercup ones, I call it buttercup because that's what, I don't know why. It reminds me like a little cup. And then that's the double. And this is also double here, but this one's a little different shape. So these petals are slightly more elongated. Let me see if we can find this. But yeah, a little different there. And then this one's my favorite one. I think I showed you guys this one last time. This with the little burgundy speckles in the middle. That's a beauty. So this is what I'm turning into my hellebore alley here, little garden area. And then come on over here. Watch out, Jade. Okay, so I told you guys that I did this. Do you guys remember when I did the gravel here, or the decorative rock? I added too much decorative rock, and I'm gonna be honest, I hated it because we were sinking in, and I think that's why I almost fell the other video. So I came in here and I scooped out, I want to say about 2 inches of decorative rock, and there is no more sinking in. It is fabulous. It still creates that ASMR sound for me, which is awesome. And I don't have that issue anymore. So I did learn from that, because that's something I want to do to the front yard. But when you're using decorative gravel, less is best, okay? Not more is best. So less is best. And of course, people do use the what do they call it? The decomposed granite, which is also a great addition. But I love the color and I love the way these pebbles looked. But they did have that downfall of too much. You start to sink in, and it's like quicksand. But I took it all out. It was a fleet. It took me a long time. I think I filled up 3 big pots full of gravel, full of the rocks. So, but it's all done, and I love it. And then I planted this beauty. Uh, Look at this peonies. This is a garden. Oh my goodness. What is it? Do you remember? Oh, it is. It's a truly scrumptious Ito peony. And what I never realized is when it gets cold, maybe you that grow a lot of peonies, when it gets cold, they close up. And I never knew that. I never knew. I came out here because she's right up here, right where I see her every day. And I noticed that she was completely closed. And I told Jade, I said, Jade, come look at it. She's closed. And we're like, wow. And it was kind of chilly. So she opens up when she's nice and warm. So there she is in her magnificent beauty. And then I showed you guys, this is a herbaceous peony. And there she has a little bud. And I cannot wait to see what she does. She hasn't come up in 2 years. And this was definitely a splendid surprise to see her having new growth. I don't even know how I didn't damage her or pull her out when I planted all these guys. So I don't know. But that's about the things I've done in the garden. I do have a couple of pots I want to be doing, and I'll bring you guys along. But that was it seems like the week always goes really fast when you're in the garden. You don't have enough time and go off to work and do your errands and everything else. But I do have 2 more additions I wanted to tell you. We have another baby hummingbird. We were getting ready to clean out the jacuzzi, and I told my daughter, I said, let's be careful because there was, the little nest still up there. And I'm like, let me go check to make sure that the nest is still, intact and it's okay and there's nothing in there. Oh no, we found 1 baby egg. So we were really excited again to have baby hummingbirds flying around. And it's been a freeway here that they come so close to you, right, Jade? And it's so much fun. And then last but not least, my inspiration Rogers Gardens big chimes that they have in their garden. I love it. Every time I go to Rogers Gardens, I love to kind of hit the bells or hit the strings. And I found this one and I love it because she gets just a little breeze and she makes that beautiful sound. And that was it, right? We trimmed the trees. We're good. So we're getting ready for for spring. And I think that concludes our what I did in the garden this week, you guys. So thank you for coming along with me. And I cannot wait to show you guys. I think in 2 weeks, everything's going to just burst and be the most beautiful show of flowers and color. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day in your gardens, my friends, and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.